Hi, I'm Patrick Clayton, founder of PJCP. Welcome to our studio. Today we're going to talk about the perfectly imperfect tablescape and how you can do it at home. You know you're doing it right if you're one step away from tacky. Our new normal is being grateful for what we have, right? And you already have everything you need for this, believe me. My mom infamously had 20 sets of china or more, so I grew up watching her mix and match china my whole life, from different occasions to just everyday dinners. Sometimes she'd say, let's get out the china, and it was kind of fun. These are some of my favorite tips on how you can play with what you already have. First, we're going to start with the base. We're going to mix two different tablecloths, a print and a pattern, that are very similar in scale. So our gingham here and our kind of flora and fauna have a more of a small print. I also brought these from home to show you. I love these Marimekko patterns. They're big and bold. These would mix really well together. So even if you have a really long table and you have 3 small tablecloths, layer them up. It's really fun. To give the eye a moment of rest, we did a solid color placemat. You could also use a charger, but something without a pattern. So we pulled one of the colors out of the tablecloth. And for us, we had these rectangle placemats lying around. We decided to cut them in a circle. We did that. With this kind of table, you really want the eye not to be drawn to something really specific. You want it to be drawn everywhere, which is sort of an oxymoron. So what we did, we used all circles. A contrast of a circle and a square might throw it off and might make something about the table feel a little bit awkward. So we went with all circles this time. With our place setting, one of the most important tips is that when you're mixing and matching different place settings, you want everyone individually to have a single set. So you don't want to mix them within each other, but rather mix them around the table. We also went with a solid napkin to really juxtapose the busy other linens, and we went with a very effortless fold, literally just shaken out and laying on the plate. Very fun. The other thing, our silverware choice, right? So with our table, with our plates being accented in gold, we went with a gold silverware. This also helps just keep the eye in kind of one line. It doesn't throw you off one way or another or make something stick out more than it should. With glassware, you know me in glassware, all the rules go out the window. Here we're mixing high and low, crystal and glass. We have a rocks, a tumbler, a goblet, and you know me, I love even H2O out of crystal. Refreshing. With flowers, we really pulled lots of colors from the tablecloth. We went with kind of a wild, effortless mix. We kept it low. We added a few extra little vases along the side so that if you have a long table, everyone has a little bit of flower enjoyment, and they can talk to each other across the table. Nothing too big. That brings us to our last, most important tip, color. Really, all of this busyness, or sometimes perceived chaos, works because we really are down to 4 colors here. We used red, green, yellow, and blue, and maybe a couple little accents. But really, the eye relaxes when it sees all this color because really there are only 4 colors on this table. Dig through your china cabinets, dig through your linen closets, and set up a great dinner.